Everybody having somewhat of a restful sleep. Even Awat after he returns with Seth's book. Seth, your sleep might have been a little shorter than the rest since you were poring over your book, though. So we'll start with you as you probably wake up groggily with a little bit of ink stain on your face.
Wow, let's see if this works. So,
Go ahead and give me... This is going to be intelligence plus occult to perform this.
okay. With the specialty as well.
What's your specialty?
Eremic religion.
I will say not in this case.
Okay. Still a pretty good roll. One
success is all you need, though. As this ritual takes effect, you can feel the Sekhem in your body surge. And you can actually feel the skin of your leg and the muscles start to move and stitch together much quicker, to the point where, unlike a normal person who maybe gets a mild itch when something's healing, you legitimately can feel the tissue move, rather than it just being like an itching sensation. It's still going to take a little while for these wounds to heal, though. Roughly about 2 days. If you were to guess by feeling how you're feeling, so to speak.
So, has that done anything for my actual... Sorry, mechanically, has that done anything for my hit points?
I will go ahead and say at least remove 1 point of lethal at this time.
Okay. And yeah, sit back a little bit drained because I've got to spend willpower. So, only went and worked.
What? You're the next to awake? I'm assuming you fell asleep, probably in the tomb itself.
Comfy in there. Do Sadiq sleep? I don't know. We'll go with it though. He rested.
Fair enough.
Okay, so he'll get up from his bed. Still disappointed that the other Risen aren't arising. He wants to try to establish his telepathic communication with his mummy. It probably won't work, but he's going to try.
So, does that require a roll? Or is it just something you can do?
Let me see. It's over here on the roll 20. Where is it?
Because I have an answer for that. Either way.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say you don't, for brevity's sake right now.
Right.
As you attempt, as you attempt to do this, all you hear are the screams of thousands of people in Duat. It's a cacophony of noise. But It is all anguished and pained screams from Duat.
Oh, that's unpleasant. I have a headache now. I haven't had a headache in... I don't remember how long. Okay. So, I won't do that again. And he's gonna... wander the halls. Memory lane. All these old things that he remembers when they were new.
If you go by the lobby, you would see where Seth has somewhat awoken.
Ah. Seth, how are you? How are you feeling after our escapade the other day?
Somewhat better. And he's going to tap the book. No. Again, I can't thank you enough. There's quite a few sort of hidden little gems in these old writings.
Well, yeah, they were written down for a reason. I took the opportunity to peruse it on my way back. Found some interesting stuff there. Very nice.
All taken in ignorance at the time. Now, seeing the truth behind the mirage, I suppose.
With that, Marshall is the next to awake. Where did Marshall pass out this night?
Maybe Marshall just... Do we have, like, any, like, spare quarters or anything at our, like, hideout, or...
The Smithsonian, while obviously a museum, built and designed as such, its use as a museum has somewhat gone by the wayside. As such, some of the rooms, mostly the office areas, have been converted into makeshift bedrooms and the like, so there is definitely places to sleep and rest there.
I probably just passed out there then. So it has been like 3 days now, right?
It has not been 3 days, it has been a day, essentially.
No, I mean like 3 days since like we've started the campaign, right?
Beginning of day 3, yes.
Okay. Sorry, just keeping track of my serum stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, I'll probably awaken and see if I can find the others.
Doesn't take you too long to find the lobby where Awat and Seth are.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
Okay, so what's the plan then? Are we just gonna... Do you guys want to head to the airfield, or?
I believe we need our resident aviator to have a look at things there. I wouldn't trust my own judgment, and as much as I appreciate your company, I wouldn't trust yours either when it came to planes.
With a very obvious look of superiority, there's a reason I had stated that Seth was the first to awaken and not Edmond. Edmond does not sleep. Edmond is already at the airfield by the time everybody else wakes up.
Oh.
There you go, taking the initiative.
Someone has to these days.
Did he let the group know?
Presumably, I would have, yes, said I'm going there. Meet up when you get there when you can. I'm gonna see what we're working with. I'll text you if something See if this is a no-go.
I mean, it is, a national airport. It is rather large in size and scope. There are plenty of planes lying around. Go ahead and roll me wits plus investigation. It takes a while. It's at least a couple of hours, which means that if the group is heading out, they are going to meet you there while you're still searching. Is the group heading out? All right.
Yeah.
As you guys arrive to the airfield, Edmond is what you would assume is scurrying for a man with a limp such as him. From plane to plane, checking to see if he can find keys, quote unquote. Making sure if the plane has fuel and the like. He doesn't seem to notice that you have arrived as he moves hither and thither.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like he's quite ready for our arrival yet. Is there anything we can do to help? I don't know what to look for, but if he tells me what to look for...
At the point of their arrival, have I found anything that's in working order that we can safely get in the air, or is it still an ongoing search?
It's still an ongoing search. You have found most planes are in complete working order. It's more the issue of fuel. Some of these planes had just landed and never took off again, so they never saw the need to refuel them. It does take roughly another hour for you to find a plane with the prerequisite fuel that you're going to need for a return trip as well. But you do eventually find one.
Alright, so I bid you welcome to our humble airline. This will do for now. The question is shall we depart or continue to search? There's still a number of facilities to search. There might be a tanker lying around back somewhere.
I do know the area, right? So can I help him look for what he needs, or?
What exactly why are you looking for a tanker?
Might be more fuel.
This plane, as stated, does have enough fuel to make the return trip. Like, there's...
could be good to have, but yeah.
So just retroactively, can I say that I brought the relic with us as well? We've got like bundled up in the jacket under a jacket.
That's fine.
Cool.
Speaking of that, actually, your phone's gonna vibrate again, Seth.
Yeah, I'll check it.
It's another text message from that same unknown number. Or, better yet, you can join the winning side. Bring us 2, and we'll consider your debt completely squared. And you can join us. We could always use another sorcerer.
I will. Yeah, I'll say I'm. Just message back saying I'm about to. I'm going to be unavailable for a few days at the very least, but a conversation I am willing to indulge.
Whoever is on the other end responds relatively quickly. They just reply with the thumbs up emoji.
Oh, well, Seth's disapproval of emojis.
It's not an overly cute emoji, it is just basically a reaction type.
Yeah. And then, yeah, just pocket the phone and sort of double check the relic, and then. So, sorry, Edmond. Is she flight worthy? I don't know the terminology here.
What kind of plane is it? Like, are we in like a small private plane, or are we just? Is this like a a commercial airliner? Like,
This
what are
is
we
a commercial airliner.
This be so much more efficient if we just siphon the fuel out and put it in another. I don't actually know if you can do that with planes, though. Like, I don't know if commercial airliner
Right.
fuel will fit in a,
There's a different kind of fuel. I don't know.
a fixed
It's
And that is not something we're going to take the time to figure out.
wait. All right.
you have refueling vehicles, so you'd have to get one of those out.
Yeah,
And I
that's
don't.
go find the tank. No. No, she'll get in the air. She'll get us there and back. Of course, there's no air traffic control or anything, so we'll be doing it the fun way, by eye.
I don't think there's much air traffic. It's
Do we even have any idea where we plan to land? I don't know if there's going to be an airspace willing to fit a whole
Probably just as willing as this one.
The chances of
airliner.
being an empty air strip, fairly high. Well, also potentially abandoned, but we'll see when we get there. If we need to do an emergency landing, we'll do an emergency landing.
well. I suppose we all get to travel first class at least.
We'll get onto the plane. How does this work anyway?
Well, goes up, comes back down. I don't think we have time for an engineering lecture. Engines will produce the lift we need. We get up to speed. We take off. Get the flaps, the correct angle, get lift. We get in the air. Come on. You don't know how a plane works?
I did not have the opportunity the last time I was awake.
What about the time before that?
There were no such things in the sky.
Whatever.
Your experience. No.
I am guessing everybody has boarded the plane at this point.
I call the co-pilot seat.
Now, I am actually going to ask Edmond to make a roll here because Edmond is more
Has
used.
probably not flown a commercial airliner before.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can fly a biplane, I can fly a commercial
Oh.
jet.
Oh, that's a lot of switches.
What's that button do?
No, he's flown modern planes. All right, what do you want from me? What not?
This will be intelligence plus drive, which obviously includes your specialty here. And he
You ready to
pulls
crash?
down
guys?
the goggles from his leather cap.
Oh, no! Hey, you want to make that interesting?
Yeah, let's crash them.
Listen the wheel.
God.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm really tempted.
Please tell me
Do
you
it.
make it. Please do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it. Do it.
Do it.
We do a bit of XP farming.
I need to hear the words.
Yeah, we'll make it a dramatic thing.
Oh my god.
All right. You guys get off the ground. No problem.
Oh, even better.
You guys get off the ground. No problem. It isn't until a few hours later. Actually, let me see. Philadelphia. No. That is a... I am confused as to why it's a 7.5 hour flight. It should. I'm going with an hour here. I see one flight that's 7.5 hours there, and I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Do as a circle.
Yeah, like that just doesn't make any sense. It is about an hour flight. It isn't until you're about to land that literally all sensors and indicators begin to light up. And unfortunately, these new planes, you have no idea what it's trying to tell you here. It's other than things have gone wrong. Severely wrong. And
Well,
as you try to maneuver the plane to get it to do anything, and it essentially rips its steering wheel out of your hand as it cranks itself, essentially.
I didn't do that back in the day.
And
Yeah.
with Marshall
Safe.
being in the co-pilot seat, he can see all of this.
He's got a steering
Rude.
stick.
I'll like stumble to the back to like yell
Not
out.
to worry, not to worry. It's under control.
You have no steering wheel.
I've landed worse in the jungles. We'll figure it out. We're not even being shot at. The situation's fine.
At this point, I think Marshall has opened the cockpit doors, so everybody can hear this conversation.
I was expecting like an announcement over the intercom. Ding! We're experiencing some turbulence.
This is your captain speaking. Buckle your seatbelts.
Did we check if this place has parachutes?
It's
It's a commercial airliner. It doesn't have parachutes.
I mean,
How high are we? Like, at what point did I lose steering?
You lost steering on the descent into Philadelphia International Airport. Luckily, the Delaware River is nearby, so you can go for a water landing. I will allow you to either roll for a water landing or a ground landing. Same roll.
Captain Sully. Come on,
What-
Captain Sully.
Both are equally as dangerous if we fail.
strap myself down again before we do any of this.
Well, I like to think that the plane is salvageable, so we're going for the runway.
Okay, give me a roll.
Oh, gripping our seats.
I'm gonna willpower this one because I'd like to not lose my character right now.
You have to roll new ones.
Hey.
An exceptional success.
Balances out.
Go ahead and take inspired piloting. However, you're not able to get the landing gear out, but you're able to get the nose up just in time for it to skid across the runway on the underside. The wings don't buckle or anything like that, which means the plane might be in working condition. However, I need everybody to take 3 points of bashing damage from the shock of hitting the tarmac and, the plane skidding around.
Okay, so Sadiq suffered damage as mummies do. So what kind of damage do
3
mummies
bashing.
take? Oh, okay. No
Yeah.
reduction.
Of course, Seth recovers from that in roughly 9 seconds.
Sorry, Doc, you're the only one that's hurt.
God.
Just out of interest, did the drinks trolley survive?
Oh no. Like, the oxygen masks popped out, everything.
Oh,
It's an utter mess.
I will exit the cockpit. Another happy landing, lads. Welcome to Philadelphia.
Is this how people fly? I do not like
no,
this.
no, it isn't. I'm going
You
to
haven't
look
gone
in.
to like an amusement park? This is like the roller coaster of the sky.
I'm going
I'm
to
never
look in the
boarding a
wreckage.
plane with you at the seat again.
I'm going to look in the wreckage of the drinks trolley and see if I can find a little bottle of anything.
Roll me wits plus investigation. Because there is a chance for failure here.
Great roll.
You are able to find a small bottle of wine that seems to have made it unscathed.
I will take a couple of sips and then pass it over to Awad and something to steady the nerves, perhaps.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Take a big swig.
Oh,
And I assure you that was not a normal flight.
As you begin to exit the plane, it is much the way you would expect it to be. Desolate. With one noticeable exception. Somebody, somewhere off in the distance, has 3 to 4 spotlights up in the air, just moving them around. And they're definitely one of those, like, large theater ones, like some of you might remember some of the old films having these as they shone them off in the air. Hey, matinee, that type of deal. Which means a couple of things. The mechanics of those don't necessarily work on their own. So, 1, that place has electricity, and 2, that place probably has people.
What do those signals mean?
Well, could be anything. Perhaps they are wondering who just landed on their airport. Not a lot of air traffic these days.
Is that in the direction we need to go to find this relic?
Wasn't my contact. Marshall, what do you have for us here? Did we get a street?
Did I?
No, it was just stated that a private collector. You didn't even get any information about it.
The whole thing was really vague. All I know is that someone here, some private collector has one, but I don't even have a name or anything.
Nothing from your contact. No further information.
Well,
no better thing to do than start seeing the sights. Let's get searching. I suppose the best place would be whoever's over there. Could be a group willing to work with us. Could be a local band of bandits or something. I'm not sure how the city's held up.
Are there any museums in Philadelphia?
There are several museums in Philadelphia. There is the Simone Foundation Automotive Museum. You can remember that. There is the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, has a few things thereabouts.
Hmm. Just thinking
And
maybe
for reference, the lights are coming from what would be the northwest.
Is that a
So outside the
key
city, eh?
location?
It is not outside of the city. It is very much in the city. You landed at the Philadelphia National Airport. That is on the southernmost part of the city, right on the Delaware River.
Yeah, so northwest would be further
Would be
away from the
It would be towards
guess-
the city.
northwest.
Yes,
are we
because yes, you're at the southern part of the city.
Yeah, the southwestern part of the city.
Yes.
so west would take us out of the city?
Yeah.
We want to go northeast.
No.
Oh no, hold on.
I don't believe you, but I'll roll with it.
Semantics.
It's over there.
In the city. All right. Are there any cars on the runway?
No.
Any
There's no
utility
vehicles.
vehicles?
Well,
Oh,
there's utility vehicles. There's the baggage collection.
we'll
Vehicles.
see if the trolley's got any gas. I don't feel like walking that far.
We're going at 10 miles an hour the whole way.
Can you walk faster than 10 miles an hour? I can't.
Those are obviously designed for about 2 people, so I'm assuming
Well, we don't have any baggage. Just sit in the back.
I'm not hopping on. I'm not letting you drive anything ever again.
Oh, come on. This isn't as complicated as as a commercial plane.
so
I'll get on the back, yeah.
everybody but Marshall, who has to somewhat keep up a jog to keep up with this thing. You guys begin to make your way in towards the city. The first thing that you come across is FDR Park, which, believe it or not, is the first time that you actually see people. It's not many. It seems to be a small family, just sitting out on one of the lakes, looking out over it.
And we're on a baggage transport.
They're not paying any attention to you.
How strange. This is everyone else seeing that?
People? We should see people. I'd be sad if there were no people.
Well, you think about what DC was like when you saw it. It's the people that are around tend to be somewhat more reclusive.
Hmm.
That's
Do you just continue to drive by, or...
pub is called.
Yeah, it's
Unless anybody fancies a conversation with the locals. I doubt they're our private collector, but they may know if there's, some hub of activity left in the city.
They may
They
know.
also might run away when we approach, so.
They may know what the signal's for.
Well, maybe can't hurt to engage. I think they don't. It's a family, right?
It appears to be a man, a woman, and a younger child. So, family's the best term.
They don't seem to be overly hostile. At least,
All right,
least we can do is.
I will start pulling over to his family and kind of, shout greetings.
And now we look truly insane.
As soon as you shout, they stop looking out over the small lake, and they all turn, weapons drawn. Even the child has like a 22.
Instantly, it's please when we are
Keep
not
your
here.
distance.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We were actually hoping to speak with you, not as well as we used to. We're not after whatever you have. We don't need it. We don't want it. We are.
Come on, we could yell from across the road. It's not like anyone's gonna write us up for a noise complaint. Greetings. We have just landed in your fine city, and are wondering, what are those lights for?
So you're the one that, the man speaks up. So you're the one that crashed the plane recently. We heard that.
Landed in the plane.
Your definition of land and mine are apparently very, very different.
I'm on their side already. They may be pointing guns at us, but I'm on their side on this one.
Now, you ask about those lights. You are very clearly new to the city. That is a trap.
Oh, so it is a local stronghold of bandits, like I suspected. Very good.
The male laughs hysterically. Bandits. If only they were bandits. That over there, my friend, and he points his gun at the lights, is known as Club Risk, spelled with a Q for no apparent reason.
Not happy with butchering the language of emojis. They're now intentionally spelling things wrong. Right.
Now, Club Risk over there. It's owned by... I honestly don't know all that much. I just know it's owned by a group of individuals. And he visibly gives somewhat of a shudder. I don't know what to call the individuals that inhabit that place. Bandits is not correct, though. Bandits at least have a material want they're trying to fill. They're psychopaths. The only reason the few of us that are left around here haven't run them out is they're about as armed as a paramilitary group. That being said,
Are bandits.
the reason why I won't call them bandits is they don't steal anything. They will buy everything. The amount of money they have is extraordinary. Supposedly, if you put down enough money, they'll even let you in. They'll treat you as a customer. They'll roll out the red carpet. Of course, most people here burn their money for warmth at night.
Well, that seems kind of like a waste. There's plenty of houses to dismantle. Money's more valuable as toilet paper.
The wife kind of chuckles. She goes, "Whatever you use money for, and it's not currency anymore, really. But they still use it as currency."
What are they in the market for?
Well, the wife continues, they buy supplies, anybody that, they buy everything almost. I mean, like if you have a house that you're squatting in, they'll buy it off of you. They'll take it and do whatever they want with it, and you won't ever be allowed back in. So they seem to still feel like they should own stuff. I don't honestly have a better answer. It's ridiculous, really. It makes no sense. Why are you buying houses when, there's 50 empty houses around here? You throw a stick and you'll hit an empty house or an empty building.
Well, did anyone bring their wallet? Anyone happen to have a couple million stashed away in their boots? I don't. But these individuals do. At this point, I am going to stop yelling, and just talk to the people in our little car here.
Mm-hmm.
These individuals sound outright insane, yes, but exactly the kind of people we're probably looking for.
I honestly fail to see why they have such a negative impression. Not to be rude and all, but it doesn't seem like they're doing any harm necessarily.
Well, if you don't have the means to trade, I suppose, if they're something of a threat.
You gotta understand, the world's collapsing around us. That family's probably struggling to even feed their child. And then you have a group of heavily armed individuals just partying all day. They're going to hate them just out of principle.
Stockpiling food that they could benefit from.
Well, if these people will buy anything, perhaps they may have purchased a certain relic that we're looking for, not knowing what it is.
My thoughts entirely.
It's times like this where I wish I still carried a revolver.
I think going in armed might be the worst choice we got. I think right now we go in as buyers.
Well, we need some of this money.
Not that I'm suggesting selling it for a moment, but I have something that might be of interest.
We're not selling the relic.
No, of course, but we go in with an option to purchase, an option of sale. Gets us in the front door at least.
Yes, but even if we get in the front door, and turns out they have the relic, a relic that we're looking for, do you want to steal this one too? I don't think it's going to work a second time.
Well,
we need some kind of capital, something to barter with.
We have a plane which is sitting on a runway with no landing gear.
Yeah, we've got a lot of scrap metal. Shall we get dismantling?
And a baggage car.
Oh yes, perhaps they're looking for a vehicle, an exotic vehicle we could spin it as.
The wife overhears the conversation. Not the entire conversation, but more so the debate about buying and selling. And she makes a point. If you go just across the Delaware Expressway, there's the Wells Fargo Center. You could They probably have money stashed there, you know. I don't think there's anybody over there. We've been here all day just trying to get any sort of fish out of this little lake here. I haven't seen anybody go in there, and it's probably owned by them, so I wouldn't recommend letting them know that you broke in and took some money. But, I mean, they're generally, as my husband said, they are hostile. But they generally don't immediately shoot you if you go up to the door either. I mean,
Oh, isn't one of us like a millionaire?
I have resources too.
No, our millionaire got beheaded a few days ago.
Yeah, I think that was Adam.
and Tori's character.
On Tori, yeah.
Yeah, you know, our millionaires are dead. We are poor cult again.
Money could not save them.
I've just had an idea. Perhaps they are not just interested in material gain. Perhaps information is something they may barter for.
What kind of information could we even give them?
Well, as you know, I am a bit of a scholar myself. I will have no degree, but I might offer insight, apprenticeship, perhaps.
Well, apparently we're not guaranteed to be gunned down for showing our faces. I think it's worth at least attempting a discourse before find out who these people are, they want, and well, I suppose we see where it goes from there.
And with that, you make your way up. Now, just so I get the exact amount of time. Going about 10 miles per hour. That's about walking speed, is it not?
We don't want to try another car.
Come on, we've come this far. When we pull up in this, they're going to think we're just as eccentric as that. This is part of the impression.
So, as you make your way up to Club Risk, it is very much where the lights are coming from. You can actually see the gigantic spotlights have been wheeled to this location. They're sitting on wheels. You can see this place probably has roughly 8 to 10 backup generators hooked up to it, just from the outside. Red carpet is rolled out straight to the sidewalk. 2 exceedingly well-dressed, huge gentlemen stand outside the gate. You know, as for Marshall, they almost look like Task Force Valkyrie people, but you know that's not possible. But they are certainly dressed in that very I'm Secret Service type guy. I will break your neck with my pinky.
Yeah, we should approach carefully. These guys don't look like amateurs.
So
We're already this far. I'm going to get out of the vehicle. I'm going to start walking up. I mean, you know, we're not going to make a better impression by sitting here, you know, hesitating.
As you walk up, He eyes you up and down. What exactly is Edmond wearing?
Wearing his jeans, his a white collared shirt, nothing fancy, business casual.
Stop. Name and business.
Edmond Howard, and we're here. How would I phrase that? Here on business terms. We got word of your establishment and thought we might do a bit of business with you.
We here, at Club Risk, love business. However, and gives you kind of that side eye, looking you up and down again. I think our business might be a bit outside of your range. And as you have approached this gentleman, you can hear the music inside. It is pounding.
Come now, my friend. There's more than meets the eye, especially in these times.
Let me ask the boss, what do you have that you want to do business with? And I'm assuming those are your compatriots, including the old guy?
Yes. We have like a variety of services we can offer. I'm personally a highly trained doctor. We have...
As soon as you say that, he puts his hand up and he removes a walkie-talkie from his breast pocket. We have some individuals here offering a variety of services. One of them is claiming to be a doctor. Should I allow them in? A few minutes later, it does take a few minutes, somebody finally comes back. We'll let them in to the lobby. Full alert. He nods at all of you, and he pushes the door open. The lobby is exquisitely tacky. We're talking marble floors, marble pillars, marble walls. Any sort of furniture here, cheetah print. All light bulbs have been replaced with red lights. Beyond, you see at least 20 to 30 exotic dancers. People are sitting all around, drinking alcohol, doing every sort of drug imaginable. However, the centerpiece of the room is a person tied to what was obviously a strip pole. And the person standing in front of him, the knife spins in his hands, a delicate dance as it flicks across this person's flesh again and again and again as he fillets this person alive. You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Mummy the Curse 2nd Edition Final Hours, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener. And if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcome. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, in the fading memories of this dying world, can we discover a way to survive?